What's up, you guys? Welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, we're going to be working on the truck. So if you guys do remember when I first got my camper back here, I had some ideas to build this thing out. So today's video is going to be, of course, the first episode. Let's go ahead and get into it and explain what I'm doing. Alright, you guys, so for today's episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building out the floor. So the idea from what I had told you guys previously is still kind of on the works. I still need to get everything done. Basically, what I was thinking of is, of course, building out the floor, which we're going to do today. And then I want to go ahead and put some cabinets on this side with the sink. On this side, we're going to put some drawers and just kind of like a mini couch. And on that side, I want to put just a mini storage all along the wall there. So that's the idea overall. We'll get into it in a later episode, but for today, like I said, we're going to be starting on the floor. Before we actually dive into that, I wanted to tell you guys one more thing. Keep in mind, the way I'm doing it, it is actually going to raise the floor. So if you guys are tall, doing it this method is probably not going to be the best way for you guys, but since I am kind of short, it doesn't matter to me. I can fully stand up on my camper, and as you can see, I still can't reach the roof. So to me, it's fine, raising it 1 inch. And like I said, the idea, once I put the cabinets and everything, I have everything laid out, which I don't want to touch too much on this video. I just want to give you guys the ideas. So first thing we're going to be doing is focusing right here. So all this stuff that I have right here is going to be some sealant, some plugs, some sound deadening. So what I'm going to be starting with is on the factory Tacoma bed. If you guys take a look at yours, it's going to have holes there, and that's actually water drain holes that it comes with. And then also on my Tacoma, it does have a lot more holes than that. Reason why is in the past I've had a deck system, so we've drilled into the bed. I've put bed platforms for my fridge, so we drilled those out. So there's just a bunch of holes on my Tacoma. So before even starting this whole project, I am going to need to seal it. So we're going to be doing that today. And then once we finish that up and it dries up, I'm going to be moving on to this Solutions sound deadening material. So we're going to be adding 80 mil at the bottom strips. If you guys do remember, there's like crevices in your bed. We're going to be adding that. And then on top of that, to make it nice and flat, we're then going to be adding this Solutions 150 mil to just go ahead and make it like a nice, clean, flat surface. And then after that, we'll start on the bed platform, building it out of the wood. And then that's when we're going to move on to this here. This isn't everything we're going to be using, but this is just some of the stuff. And once we cut that out to fit, then we'll go ahead and move on to the next phase, which is going to be, of course, sealing all the wood with some sealant. And then on top of that, we'll then move on to the actual flooring. I'm going to be using vinyl plank flooring. It was one, the cheapest to do. Two, it was waterproof. One downside to that, it is a little bit heavier than I would like it to be, but once it's done on this project and once the flooring is all done, it's going to look super nice. You guys will see what I'm talking about. And then from there, then we'll move on to the drawers, the cabinets, and everything else, which is going to be in a later episode. So let's just go ahead and now get started, now that I talked your ear off, and do it. All right, so it's going to be hard for you guys to see it, but I'm going to have to use the spray sealant up top right here where the wheel well is, since I don't have a wheel well. Water does get in from there. Let me show you guys on the other side. So right here where the bed rails are, water does intrude here, and I believe even if you have wheel wells, there's still small cracks, so you may have to seal it before even installing your camper, which is one thing I didn't do. So I'm also going to put a little bit of sealant up top right there, just along under the rails. And then if you notice right here, there's going to be a bunch of holes. So there's holes like that all the way around, and those are the pre-drilled holes that I did. And then alongside the back over there, there's a couple more. Those ones were already pre-drilled from the factory, the ones I was telling you guys about. So keep that in mind if you guys are thinking of doing this. You're going to have to seal all that off. One more thing that I'm going to need to do is right here, if you notice, I don't have my outlet. It's actually up here now. So I'm also going to have to seal this part off somehow. What I'm thinking of doing is unscrewing this right here. I do have a clear plastic piece. I forgot what they call that. I'll show you guys in a bit. I'm going to cut it out to size, and then I'll put a layer here and also seal that, just so that way there's no water coming in from there. Alright, you guys, so now that I took this off, I'm going to give it a good cleaning here. And the reason I took it off is I'm going to be using this as a template to go ahead and trace it onto this acrylic plastic film here. So once I cut it out, then I'm going to bring it back over here. Utilizing those same holes there, I'm going to drill back the screws that of course were there, and I'm also going to be applying some sealant there. I'm not going to be utilizing this no more, so that's why I'm doing that. So while everything's drying out here, up next what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to grab some of this spray here, and I'm just going to spray the whole bottom down there. Like I had said, you don't need to really do this. This is something you should be doing before you install your camper. You should take this plastic trim off that's on the Tacoma and seal everything and then reinstall that. Alright, so with this, I flipped it on the back side, and we're going to be tracing it all the way around, including where the drill marks are for the actual screws. So I thought about it. This material is actually kind of thin, so I am going to reinstall it, but I'm still going to be placing this over it. And then what I'll do is I'll just put a bunch of sealant all the way around it, just to make sure it's 100% waterproof. Alright, so I have everything traced out to what I need to do. I'm going to go ahead and now cut this out. I do have it clamped down just so it doesn't move on me, so let's do it. Alright you guys, so now I put sealant where it's needed. So right here, it is going to look very ugly, I'm not going to lie. I didn't really make it look pretty. Only reason why is all this is going to be covered with cupboards, so it doesn't matter. I just try to seal it as best as possible because a lot of water and stuff was getting in from there. I also sealed this one because when I first installed it, I never put sealant, so I put a whole bunch just to make sure it leaks. Like I said, all this is going to be covered. Next thing that I did want to tell you guys, I then cleaned off all this one more time now that everything is dry. And up next, we're going to be getting some razor blades, a roller, and of course the sound deadening. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cutting strips to fit inside these notches here. And on top, that's when I'll put the other Noico solutions for the heat. So that'll go right over that, and it'll kind of make it a flat surface. Once we finish that, then we can start getting to the fun part on adding the plywood and building out the frame so we can finally lay down that floor. If you guys do use the sound deadening though, you guys are going to have to grab a tool like this. I grabbed this one just because I didn't know which size I was going to need to fit in between the grooves there. But basically, it's just a roller. After you've laid it, you do have to do this. There's like little holes on it, and once it's laid perfectly straight, that means it's actually installed correctly. Let me show you guys what I did, because I know some of you guys are going to ask. So let me go ahead and just kind of recap from the beginning. So I did seal off all the railing there, all the railing there. I also did it from the opposite side inside the wheel wells. And then from there, I did also put some sealant back here. I don't know if you can see my finger. I put sealant around here. Like I said, I wasn't too worried on how it looked. It does look ugly, don't get me wrong. But there's going to be cabinets here and everything that's going to hide all that. So my only main concern right now is worrying about any holes that can extrude dirt, water, anything like that. So that's what that is. Down here, what I ended up doing is I cut a bunch of strips of the sound deadening, this Noico 80 mil that I have right here. This whole box is for up to 36 square feet. If I'm not mistaken, if you do have a 4 foot by 5 foot bed like mine, it should only take a little under 20 square feet. So one box of this should be enough if you're going to use that. Like I said, this is just for me. You don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. I don't know if this is right or not. But after I cut the strips, laid it down, and then I ended up laying some sheets over that. So as you can see, and I only did this part because, like I had told you guys earlier, I did have a bunch of holes. So what I'm trying to do is really seal off everything, make sure nothing's going to come up, you know, like blowing out the seal or anything like that if I ever do hit a water crossing. So I'm hoping with all this material kind of pressured down, it should keep it in place. Up next, what I'm going to be doing is going to now grab this 150 mil from Noico Solutions as well. And this is also 36 square foot in this box. What I'm going to be doing with this is just lay it over. After that, I could go ahead and grab my 1x1s right here. And I'm going to start building it out all the way around, just like a little platform. so that way the actual plywood can sit on this, so it'll be nice and sturdy. Alright you guys, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys kind of where I'm at. It's fully insulated now, as you guys can see. I'm going to explain a couple things that I did in here and why. So let's go ahead and bring you guys in. Alright you guys, so right here I didn't add the actual sound deadening, I just added the thermal on the sides over here, as you guys can see. It was just kind of left over, so I figured why not cover it, and it'll kind of cover some of the glue that I had in this section. If you guys remembered, it looked pretty ugly. Even though, like I said, all this is going to be covered once I put the drawers in. I don't know about you guys, but on mine, my bed had a crack right about here. And if you look on this side, it also had a crack right about there. So in those cracks there, you can check at nighttime, if I was you guys, put a flashlight on the opposite side and see if there's light intruding. That means you guys do also have that same crack, which if I was you guys, I'd also do the same thing and seal it up. So up to you how you do it, but I sealed off literally everything, like all the bed rails, everything in that section there, because I had a little hole there. And I just kind of was putting light everywhere at nighttime to see where I should put some more. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of where we're at. And like I said, the whole flooring is done. On the floor, it is all sound deadened as well. So I'm pretty much done with this phase. Up next now, what I'm going to be doing is start building out the framing for the actual floor.
JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you, na. Like I said, it's super simple. Please feel free to subscribe.